free society is one where it's safe to be unpopular. Hey, how's it going? Thanks for joining me for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. I'll be your host, Eugene Forrest. So what are we looking at today with these crazy cryptocurrency markets? Well, I mean, we seen us drop down below $7,000 yesterday. I mean, I don't know. I seen a lot of news on the price and possibly dropping down lower and possibly shooting up higher and all those things that always seem to happen from the different, propagated media sources out there. As I continue to keep telling you guys, Bitcoin right here is the future, and I'm not concerned about it in the slightest. As I look through the news today, I see all sorts of small little indicators just to let you know that you should be buying Bitcoin. You should be hodling it hard, and you should not let all this FUD, get you to sell out at a loss or sell out because you made a couple dollars. The real money is going to be coming in 2019, 2020, 2023, stuff like that. All right. So, I mean, as long as you're not like a 75-year-old man out there, not necessarily having 10 years left on your lifespan, you should really be holding this stuff. Go out, get a regular day job, use that fiat to pay the bills, and hodl that crypto hard because it's going to revolutionize your life. And hey, even if you do it right, you'll make generational wealth so that your kids and your kids' kids could be like living the good life. I mean, I see money spoil everybody and mess up their heads a bit, but hey, why not give them that luxury? I know I never had it. All right, so guess what we got going on here? Who actually does have her head screwed on straight? Samantha over in the chat.
Good morning, everyone.
What's the matter? You don't have your head screwed on straight, girl?
I don't know if you don't have your head screwed on straight.
Well, I was running around here feeding the birds, so I'm all pumped up right now.
Yes,
my glasses are fogging up. I got the sweat going already. I still got to get off and do a whole bunch of stuff. The weekend's coming, so I want to bang out all that work I possibly can today. Maybe sit back, relax a little. Definitely going to see about getting out here and bringing you guys that live Q&A that I tend to do on the weekends, usually in the evening hours. I'll probably be posting that later on today after 5 o'clock. I'll host that. You come check out my Twitter. I got almost 1,100 followers on there. You come over, you check out the Twitter. You'll see when I'm doing it this weekend. Great opportunity to get out there. Just shoot me some questions. You can even ask Samantha some questions. She's fairly knowledgeable on this stuff. She's loving crypto more and more every single day. But let's go ahead and take a look at that coin market cap, Samantha. If you can't pull up one of those screen share thingies for everybody, we'll pop on over there and see what kind of market valuations we got going on. All right, $225 billion. $226 billion for our market cap. Nice plus right there. Bitcoin looking green today. Let's hope we can keep that momentum rolling. Get us up over that $7,000 mark. Maybe even shoot us up to $8,000 by next week. Maybe we'll turn it around. Maybe we won't have the weekend dip and we'll have the weekend pump. All right. Well, we got Ethereum still struggling a little bit under that $300 mark, coming in at 282. They're up 1%. We got X Rapid coming in at 33.2 cents. That's a 1.2% gain. Oh, thank you, Samantha.
I tried.
Let's see. What do we got? Bitcoin Cash coming in at $543. That's up 2%. Hey, EOS, there they go. That was about when I had my stop loss called, it seems like. $6.28. That's up 7.3%. EOS seems like one of those ones when there's a problem, everyone jumps out. And as soon as things start looking better, everyone jumps back in. So, I mean, you got to take that into your rationalization when you start thinking about if you're holding EOS, or if you're like, going to trade it or do anything with it. You have to be aware of how this market is going up and down, up and down. They are still a new currency. They still are very centralized. I don't care what anybody tries to tell me. All right, let's see what else we're looking at. Stellars, 22 cents. Not bad. That's up 2%. Litecoin, $60.75. Totally undervalued as far as I'm concerned, but I'm not giving anyone financial advice. I'm trying to just hodl that stuff as best I can. But you guys still know me, 90% Bitcoin all the time. All right, let's look at Steam. It's down a little lower. Where's the Steam?
There we go.
Yeah, I don't know how Zilliqa's higher than Steam on the list. That's such a scam. I mean, anything that goes around shilling that many, bots at you, I can't even get behind or even take the time to want to learn about it. Wow, basic attention tokens up 3.2% today, coming in at 22 cents, right hot on the heels of Steam, it looks like. All right, let's see. What do we got going on here with Steam? Oh, I'm looking right at it. 93 cents, under $1, sucks. I don't know. I want to see this stuff back up where it was near the all-time highs. It really felt like I was getting paid and adding to my retirement and stuff. These Steam prices, you can take it or leave it. I mean, it seems like it's just as good as all the other social media platforms out there that are paying you. You're not making any real money at it. All right, and that's up 2.5%. All right, shoot it all the way back to the top, Sam. Awesome. Click in that search bar right there and give us the Steam back dollars. 98 cents. Altcoins are undervalued. Right, let's go spend $10,000 on altcoins right now, Samantha, because it says that we're under $1.
There we go.
But it's no movement there, so I mean, take it or leave it. It's there as a metrics to be used. All right, Samantha, let's keep plugging this tally account because we got a nice donation yesterday, and it is continuing to help fund us even further, getting us closer to that Electric Daisy Carnival in Tinkerfield, where we have these amazing flyers with embedded QR codes, directly giving people the tools they need to get invested into cryptocurrency, and hear our greatest speaker, Andreas Antonopoulos, which is pretty undeniable at this point in time. I think 9 out of 10 people say that once they hear him speak, they are hooked for life when it comes to cryptocurrency. I haven't heard from We Need to Talk. I'm assuming that he's just out of the country, you know, working, because he does that. He's a very busy man, always out there making big moves. And, you know, when he's overseas from where he lives in Germany, he kind of goes dark. But, I mean, there should be another $40 or $50 that he's supposed to be price matching whenever he comes back. So, I mean
worst case scenario, even if he...
Yep, that's why we started this stuff so early, because it's going to be kind of hard not to make it, as long as we can continue to dollar cost average a few dollars here and there. Or we just cross our fingers and hope that Bitcoin doubles. Yeah. I mean, if we get a $14,000 Bitcoin, we're there.
Yeah, right. We're there tomorrow. Yeah.
All right, you guys. Well, there's the QR code for that. As you can see, it seems to be doing well. I got it in the USD value. Got 58 days on that. So still quite a while. Like I said, here's our donation from yesterday, coming in at 0.002. Got to say thank you for that one. That's amazing. I love it when people continue to want to donate to this cause, because really, I mean, I don't know. I like to talk down about other YouTubers at times. This isn't like Crypto or Thomas or anything like that, where we're asking you to like pay our light bill or pay our rent or buy us sushi or get us, what was that, a typewriter Thomas wanted. I mean, this is pretty much, you're going to help fund somebody getting out there and spreading the word of Bitcoin, helping with adoption. I mean, that's a totally different cause as far as I'm concerned than helping somebody pay their bills because they decided that they want to do YouTube for a living over going out and getting a day job. All right, well, let's go ahead. Let's stop this screen share. Let's see if we can't get Samantha going in this chat here. Let me pop that out for you, Sam. All right, and let me get back out here in front of this camera and show you guys all my adoring face. How you guys doing today? I really appreciate you guys coming out here, joining me for a wonderful cup of coffee this morning. We're talking crypto, we're talking adoption, we're talking the news, and we're definitely talking about helping people, you know, get into the cryptocurrency space, understand what's happening here. I got the feeling that, you know, things are starting to percolate a bit here, and that we're looking at cryptocurrency making some more moves. We kind of have this going on with a little bit with the news, but I don't know. I want to talk about this other thing I got going on here first. Ethereum. All right. Love them or hate them. Everybody's holding a little here, pretty much, it seems like. A lot of people talk good, then they talk bad. I mean, it seems like they're the flavor of the month or the disflavor of the month. Right now, we're looking at BTC.com trying to get into Ethereum mining, which is Bitmain. And some people are happy about it. Some people are a little upset about it. Personally, if you were watching Crypto Show last night, you might have seen my comment that he went and read out on air. I think it's silly. I think it's pretty stupid. I don't know why you'd want to get into Ethereum mining right now. I mean, we're looking at the Ethereum mining bomb. It's going to be coming up here in 2019. I mean, and Casper's been delayed till 2020 or beyond. So they're looking at, they're trying to figure out stuff by doing some voting mechanism to try to figure out about the hard fork and what they want to do about it. If they want to eliminate the, you know, the mining bomb, which means that Ethereum would run forever, because I'm sure that
push it off farther, you know.
Well, I mean, if they eliminate the mining bomb, everyone's gonna, you know, when they go to a proof of stake situation, Ethereum's going to continue running along, just like Ethereum Classic's out there. So then we'll have a third Ethereum. You know what I mean? The people mining aren't going to shut off their miners and throw away those ASIC machines. They're going to want to keep that going. Then I think some of the other case scenarios we're talking about, you know, moving the bomb back, upping the mining reward, decreasing the mining reward. And I mean, a lot of these things, they're going to lead to some sort of centralization. You know, if you go ahead and you decrease the mining reward, then there's less profit in it. The only people that are capable of actually staying out there and mining are the big companies. You know, the ones that don't need to make a, you know, $1 million or whatever to keep their facility running. They bought so many machines, they could get them cheap. They're in bed with the power companies, unable to get it cheaper. You know, they're not necessarily looking to turn the daily profit because they have overhead that they're willing to be able to compensate to pay the electric bill for a while before they have to go sell out their Ethereum. I mean, right now at this point in time, as far as I am personally concerned, Ethereum's a hot potato, and you kind of don't want to get left holding it. You're going to burn your fingers. You want to toss this stuff off to the next person. I just, you know, that's one of the downsides of this cryptocurrency is that everyone's playing hot potato with a lot of these altcoins and ICO tokens and everything else, and someone's going to get left holding the bag. And these people that get left holding the bag, they're the new people because they don't know any better. If you've been here for a year, you know that that Ethereum's a hot potato. You've seen the price come down from $1,000. You've seen, you know, the ICOs inflate the value and deflate the value, and then you've seen them dump the coin and, you know, crash the volume or the price even more. Pretty much it seems like scammers got a hold of Ethereum and they started running these. I mean, ICOs, I think really are, you know, in your head, it's a great project. On paper and in the real world, the green-eyed monster of greed gets to everybody. And the ICO scammers came in and they took advantage of the great situation to be able to fundraise money and exploited it. And not only did they hurt the whole cryptocurrency space, but they really hurt Ethereum as far as I'm concerned. Like I had said, I don't know, the other day, you know, I'm just looking for a good spot here to unload these bags of Ethereum I personally got. It's a complicated situation, but I mean, what in life is not complicated, especially when you're sitting here trying to make that generational wealth out of a daily paycheck, you know? I mean, what do you think, Sam? She's just smiling. Let me just silence. It's okay. If you have nothing nice to say, Mama said to say nothing at all.
Ethereum is not at all one of my favorites. We'll just go with that.
I mean, it's just something to necessarily keep in mind because a lot of people, they get hyped up. They FOMO out. They get all this news that's being pumped out there by, you know, the media sources that we're all reading. We're all reading the same news articles. There are not too many on the ground and, you know, reporters that are out there like digging into code, digging into websites, doing legwork to see offices, taking emails and phone calls with important people at the top to figure this stuff out and see what's really going on. You know, we talk about that the media is being paid to, you know, pump things up and talk about things in a certain light. And then we've seen for sure that CNBC can't be trusted at all. I mean, it gets to be real complicated to when you're out here, you know, like when I told you the other day, you know, that the guy that owns the mini farm that I hang out with, Carl, he was saying, you know, that when he started looking into cryptocurrency that he just couldn't tell which direction to go. He said that he watched my show and he said it seemed real good. He said he didn't understand everything I was saying. He said that he thinks I'm a great speaker. So that was nice. I like compliments. They make me feel good. And then he goes on to say that he continued to look into cryptocurrency a little bit. Well, pretty much Bitcoin. He was typing in Bitcoin. And he said there was a lot of people trying to sell him stuff. And I told him that is what happens. And that's what kind of why I'm out here. And then he was asking me how I go about making money with this show. And I was like, not really. Yeah, there's no money in the show. I mean, there are people out there like Tone Base who are probably making money hand over fist with all of those, you know, YouTube videos that he's uploading and affiliation codes and his 0.1 consultation. Yeah. I'm sure Leah's not free.
Right. Let's hope Leah's not free.
I'm sure a lot of people wish Leah was free.
No, but I mean, I don't know. Like that's not how you make money. You know what I mean?
Is it called an evangelist when you care passionately about a project and you go out there and you like when I don't know. I always come back to religion, but I mean, I was Roman Catholic. It was kind of beaten into me as a child, pretty much. So these are the terms and things I come back to when I think about this cryptocurrency stuff. Because for me, I know. They say not to make it a faith-based thing, to always keep your mind open, to look at it speculatively, to look at the code, to think down the road in the future. But I mean, personally, I do have faith in this. I have faith in this because I believe that the dollar is all sorts of messed up and isn't going to do anything for anybody unless you're one of the 1%ers right now. So I have faith that people are going to want to do something about it.
Yeah.
That not all of us are going to sit here on the sidelines, shoving Big Macs in our mouths, strapping on our Nikes to go off to what's the minimum wage? $8.10?
Here, I mean, everybody's different.
$8.10 here in Florida, off to $8.10 to go work for 40 hours a week, to have $50 taken out of your check in taxes, to what? To then make up like $280 a week to barely be able to afford your $800 a month rent and $300 a month electric bill. It really is absurd if you break it down to what minimum wage is, to what people need to live off of. Even if you say you have a great family like me and Samantha have here, where it's her and it's me and we both work and everybody is capable and up there doing their part, putting in their 50% of the finances and hard work that needs to be done around the homestead, it's still difficult. I mean, even if you made $500 a week, you're still only looking at $25,000 a year. I mean, $32,000 is the poverty line. And at minimum wage, you'd have to work 55 hours a week or something in order to make $500 a week. And most of the jobs I've come across lately, or at least since I worked at the laundry facility for the hospitals, it seems like a lot of people, they want part-time employees so that they don't have to give them health insurance, and then they don't have to, give them raises and all these other things. I call them eeny, meeny, miny, mo jobs, because they go, you're not working out, you got an attitude, go. And then they open up the door and they go, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. You're in. Because to us, we're nothing. We're just the monkey that's pulling the lever. We're the monkey that's ringing up the register. We're the monkey that's sticking, the product into the machine. Get me all worked up on this stuff.
I know. Okay. For the love of God. We have.
Oh, yes. I mean, the chat is the main part of why we're here. I'm sorry. I get worked up when I think about how the government and the man holds us down. I don't know if it has anything to do with my personal situations or whatever, but I mean, I think of myself as an intelligent individual. I think of myself as a go-getter. I'm really motivated. I always try to stay positive and happy, but man, life's a struggle sometimes.
We have mentioned. He says,
buddy, my man.
He's up at 4:39 in the morning. Okay, in Seattle. Yeah,
he knows the struggle.
We have Silent Lamb, and Silent Lamb says, "Great quote," because I have to now go back to the beginning of the chat.
Sorry,
you're fine. Tech Lords is here. He says, "Good morning."
We're getting a nice morning turnout. Hey, look at all those wrenches over there. I got me a toolbox. Well, I am ready to go to work, right?
And we have Kiki Coolin is here. Oh, Benjamin gave us a super chat of $5.
What?
Yay!
Thanks, buddy. I really appreciate it.
He says, LOL, Leah is not free. I unsubbed Tone a few months back. Can't stand his constant drumbeat of doom. Yeah. I don't like his
let me sum up a tone-based. Let me sum up a tone-based video in 1 second. Well, today the price of Bitcoin is right there at $7,000, and it's probably going to go down to about $5,000. But hey, who knows? It could go up. Let's check the indicators. Oh yeah, right here we see a trend pattern reversal here, and look, we could get a 9 here in the next 3 hours, but at the same time, these numbers don't mean anything until you have a 9.
Well, let me go back to yesterday. I was right.
Yes.
I said it would go up. I also said it would go down. It did. I was right. I love the I statements. Yes. I love them.
I know. You've told me a million times you love that. Tone base has this way of talking where it's always I this and I that. Well,
yeah.
I doesn't matter to anybody but you. All right. So, hey, are we going to become that morning YouTube talk show where we actually bash on everybody else?
I hope not, but maybe today is a little feisty, I guess.
Today is feisty. All right, because I guess I was going to go into the next one that I thought I wanted to maybe talk a little down about.
Go on.
World Crypto Network. I mean, for a while, I really looked up to them. Me and Samantha are actually big fans of Vortex.
I love Panda. Oh, sorry, his name is not Panda. I call him Panda. I don't know. I think he's Panda-like.
She thinks he looks like a little panda bear.
Yes, with the little glasses. Okay, but yes, Vortex is awesome and very smart.
The one Vortex on Twitter. You got to go follow him if you're not. I don't know what happened. I think I'm going to try to maybe reach out to him and see what happened. But he used to be, as far as I was concerned, he was the one that was running the World Crypto Network. I used to look forward to his weekly shows at the end of the week.
Yeah, well, remember when him and Thomas did ones, but his were always better because he had smarter guests and stuff. Like it was more
I like his way of communicating and speaking. He seems like he's very, when he's conducting an interview, it's very direct and to the point. He's very patient and letting everyone communicate their thoughts and ideals. And then he says that he agrees or disagrees and then tries to validate why he agrees or disagrees. I think it's great. I love what he's doing. He's not on World Crypto Network. I'm not sure why. It seems like I see over there when I go over there is Thomas shilling that he wants $1 million. That Tom is taking phone calls from guests, which seem to be like the same exact ones just about every day. People in the chat talking about how he's censoring them and not giving them a fair shakedown.
Yes, they can't get a phone and they can't do this or
and
that.
Then his videos run for so long that you can't. I mean, I don't have 2 hours to sit around and listen to Thomas take 1 million phone calls with some of the guests being very fanatical and some guests being very intelligent. But if a fanatical one comes on before an intelligent one, I'm shutting it off and I'm on to the next piece of news. I don't know if his call-in show, because I thought about maybe doing a call-in show, but our show is really not that big. That's why I think this chat thing works perfect. I mean, maybe your voices out here would be awesome. But at the same time, I always have the open spot for you guys to shoot me an email. I'm always looking for someone to come join me on the weekend shows. If you can't come join me on the weekend shows, I'll put you on the morning show if you're willing to get up and come out here. I got no problem with it. I would love to have guests on this show.
What was the name of Vortex's new channel thing? It was
the Crypto something.
Crypto Chat? No.
I tweeted it out over on my Twitter. I seen he's doing a lot with the Lightning Network. He had that guy.
Oh, Nick. Nick. However, his last name's B. Like Nick B something. The awesome Indian dude who was on Thomas's show and was on a couple others, but he breaks down Lightning real good.
Yeah.
It's very easy to understand what the point of the Lightning Network is when that man talks.
So I got a link to that over on my Twitter. Like I said, you guys got to come over there and sign up. It seems like out of all the social media that I had neglected for a while, Twitter was probably the best one that I should have jumped in on.
It was CryptoCast. CryptoCast Network or CryptoCast something was Vortex's.
It looks like he's putting out shows. He has less than 1,000 subscribers right now. Definitely got to do something about that for him. I mean, that man deserves 100,000 followers as far as I'm concerned. He is right there underneath Andreas Antonopoulos. And, I mean, Jimmy Song I would consider under him. All right. So let's move on to some better news. Let's move on to some stuff. Let's not bash everyone because, hey, if we don't have anything nice to say, we shouldn't say anything at all. Right, Samantha?
Yes.
I mean, he's out there. He is promoting Bitcoin. He is out there promoting cryptocurrency. So Thomas is doing a great job. I mean, he just has a very PBS style of asking for money in between every commercial. All right, you guys. Let's see what else we got. Well, I mean, I know I wasn't here yesterday. Man, we woke up and the power wasn't on. Like I said, we live so far out in the woods that when the power gets knocked out, it takes them a minute to get it going again.
It also takes a minute to realize if it's just you or everyone, because there aren't a lot of neighbors around to be like, so anybody else have their lights on? What's going on?
We have one neighbor over there and it tries to look, but it's hard to tell if they actually have lights on over there sometimes. But yeah, the power was out, therefore the router was down, therefore we had no internet, therefore I wasn't able to get out here and bring you a show. Hurt my heart, but I was thinking about doing one in the evening and I said, ugh. It rained again last night, so
it was downpouring. It downpours by 2 o'clock every day now.
So I figured I'd just get out here today, cover a little bit of yesterday's news, talk about a little bit of my personal thoughts and opinions, because that's part of why you watch this show over some of the other shows, because everyone's out here reading the same news articles. I've had people tell me that I should do just like everyone else and put a green screen behind me and shoot this indoors and have the news article for the background.
We're people of nature, okay?
Yeah, I don't really want to do that. I mean, if you guys want to go read the articles, you can go read them on your own. You don't need me to read half of it to you. I'm sure you're not dyslexic. I'm sure that you graduated from high school or at least know how to read. I got my backyard right here. If you guys want to take a look at it, I mean, my face is here. And like I keep telling you guys, I'm here to help promote that free help desk service. Yes, I know it doesn't have a lot of use case right now because we're not in a bull market. We're not taking on thousands of new investors every single day. People trying to learn how Bitcoin and cryptocurrency works. Got a lot of you guys out there that are just as tech savvy as me, understand Bitcoin and crypto just as well as I do. You guys are pretty much just hanging out here for my commentary and the chat and Samantha's wonderful voice.
Oh, yeah. So wonderful. We have Kiki Coolin says Ethereum causes more problems than it solves. And
yeah, I mean, I wonder where the cryptocurrency, sometimes, you know, I wonder, daydream, I guess. I wonder where the cryptocurrency space would be if Vitalik never created Ethereum. Like, did the price of Ethereum shooting up so high draw more attention to cryptocurrency, helping the price of Bitcoin and all these altcoins take over? Or did it just ultimately hurt it because it took attention away from Bitcoin and now we're going through this downward cycle? And Ethereum could be a little bit behind all of this because all those ICOs were scams, because the ICOs turned around and dumped the Ethereum, pushing the price down. And all, I mean, I seen today that we have 1,911 coins on the coin market cap. I mean, 3 weeks ago, we were looking at 1,700. It's getting ridiculous.
It is. So, it is. I mean, I don't know. Somebody needs to put like a you can't just make it. Like you can't just, you know how it is. Yes, it is open source. You can just make it.
Yeah, however, it's open source. I mean, it's decentralized. I mean,
but it is
anybody
a little
can do
ridiculous.
Anything.
Yes, I can make a Sammy coin.
You can make a Sammy coin.
Awesome.
What's the utilization of your Sammy coin? Just do they get
to tip Sammy? I don't know.
Tip Sammy? Is it like John McAfee? Do they get your time? Do they get? Can they buy your time with it?
That'd be weird. I don't know.
Wait, do they get photographs like? Your eyes and then your mouth and then your hand, and the more you pay, and if you put enough of them together, you get the full Sammy ensemble.
First off, that kind of seems a lot more like those strip, like they don't do them anymore, I don't think, but the strip clubs with the window, you know, you get the seconds and then you put another quarter in and you get a couple more seconds. That seems a lot more like that. I don't know.
So you're talking about taking your clothes off for a quarter?
Oh, no.
Oh, so then we got to get some value behind this coin.
That is a hard no. Okay, so Vengeance says he stopped watching Thomas a little while ago. He is such a liberal. He's been losing patience with him. Jim is here. He said he made it. Hi, guys. Hello.
Thank you. I really appreciate you guys getting out here this early in the morning. But, I mean, morning time's my time. If you can't tell, I'm real happy. I don't know. It's like I wake up and there's so many possibilities to the day that I'm not one of those people. I don't wake up and start off all bummed out. Some people like my kid, for example, he wakes up and the first thing he does is he looks at his cell phone to see what's going on. And then he gets up and he's like, I don't want to have to go to school. This teacher is going to give me a hard time. I have this test, blah, 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 blah. I have to see my ex-girlfriend and she's in a bad, mood about something that happened 2 weeks ago with some other girl, blah, 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 blah. That is not where my head starts. When I wake up every morning, I like to rise and shine and think that there are endless possibilities to today. I mean, I've been up for, 2 hours and 15 minutes right now, and my possibilities are still available. You never know what could happen today. I mean, I could get $1,000 donation to the channel. I could go down the road and see somebody in need on the side of the road and help them out.
Oh, we could maybe catch that wild pig we keep seeing.
Yep, we could catch a wild pig and have a new pet for the farm. I mean, there's all kinds of possibilities to the day. I mean, unimaginable imaginations. You know what I mean? Like, you can't even fathom all the possibilities of what could happen to you that can be brought into your life today. But you have to stay open and receptive to the possibilities, because if you're not going to see things right in front of your face.
Oh, okay. Vengeance asking what's the name of Vortex's show. He said he heard about it, but that he's never seen it. It is.
Come over to my Twitter. Yeah,
network,
if you go check my Twitter, yeah. I literally last night we watched one of the videos because Samantha was asking about Vortex and why we hadn't seen them anymore on World Crypto Network.
Because we were watching Thomas's show and I was just like, plug.
Yeah. So I was like, it's the one Vortex. I follow him on Twitter, but I got 3,000 people I'm following on Twitter. So it's, trying to get other people to follow me. So I don't necessarily get to read everybody's tweets. So I went over there, typed in the one vortex, and when I went over to his thing, that's when we seen his channel, because that's what he was tweeting out was, you know, stuff about his show. So then we went over to YouTube, we clicked on the link, went to his YouTube, we followed him.
Yep, and then it's him and another dude that are the actual like founders or whatever.
And he was, you know, he looks like he's been going on for about 3 weeks. It looked like there was like 20 videos maybe over the last 3 weeks he had done. I seen that there was The Truth Behind Bitcoin with Jimmy Song 1 and 2 episodes.
Yeah, there was a couple with that Nick guy, and then there was another guy that I don't know if we ever, but he had a couple episodes with him.
All right, I got a lot of Bitcoin I gotta get here too. All right, Bitcoin, Yahoo Finances. All right, I'm sure you guys all heard about this one yesterday. You're going to be able to go over to Yahoo Finance. You can buy Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin from them. Big plus right there. Anywhere that you can go ahead and onboard fiat into crypto is always a plus. Takes away some of that power from Coinbase. We've seen that they're not necessarily out there for Bitcoin as much as they should be, considering everything Bitcoin's done for them. They're willing to go play around with some of these dirty altcoins on the side.
Dirty altcoins on the side.
And then they're going to allow crypto trading of 4 different coins. I thought it was odd that they're not selling Doge, but Doge is one of their trading coins.
Yeah.
So it's Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and Doge that you can trade on their iOS app. They're saying that they're going to be coming out with an Android app. Then I read on that people were saying that they went with the Android or the iOS app, you know, Apple product, because they're saying that a majority of Americans have Apple products. I do not have an Apple product. Yeah. Apple's a little, I mean, that's like buying name brand stuff. I don't buy name brand stuff. I don't see the point in it. Cheap Chinese stuff works just as good at half the price.
I like my LG.
I like my LG. And all right, besides that, I mean, we seen Doge pump like 20% yesterday. That's kind of cool. Everybody likes to hold a little Doge.
It's still up like 15%.
Is it?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's still up.
Something with Ethereum news. I don't think I even bothered to dig into it. I don't know if it was an airdrop or a conversion, or I mean, they already have an Ether Doge, an E-Doge. I think I got like 3 million of them or something from an airdrop like 8 months ago or something crazy.
Yeah, I made you collect them forever because I don't call it Doge, I call it doggy.
E-doggies.
E-doggies.
All right. Well, I mean, more of an indicator. I mean, cryptocurrency is seeping into the cracks for sure. We've seen several different countries talking about how they want to come out with cryptocurrency. We're seeing all these different finance places, you know, giving you different little resources. We're looking at people making wallets for accredited investors. We're looking at Square out there, you know, allowing more merchant sales of being able to accept cryptocurrency and everything. I mean, it's kind of, I mean, I see it undeniably. I see it's like little it's little breadcrumbs all over the place, letting you know that cryptocurrency is on its way to mass adoption. And I mean, worst case scenario is 2019, we see price stabilization at the bottom of the bear market. We will see increases in 2020. There is no way around that one. I don't care what anybody says. When we have the halvening, the price of Bitcoin will increase because the supply is
yes.
Supply and demand dictates.
It's a thing, yes. It's a real
supply
one.
and demand is a thing, and it does dictate that the price is going to go up. So, I mean, 2018 is almost over. I mean, tomorrow, September 1st.
Oh, God, our kids'
September,
birthdays
October,
like,
November, December. So we got 4 months left, right? So we got what? A year and 4 months, and then it's halfway. So 18, 19, 20, 21. We got 21 months. 21 months till the halvening. Can you hold 21 months? Do you need that? Do you need to sell that crypto for fiat cash in the next 21 months? If you do, you might be holding too much crypto, right?
Oh, we have Jim saying keeping it real, green pastures instead of green screen. Yeah.
I don't know if I necessarily like all that green screen stuff. I mean, I guess I like Crypto Dailies a little bit better, how he has, you know, the scenes that are...
Yeah, but I don't know. I also like it because he does like the whole little personas, and he does the, you know, two cameras where half the time you'll see the green screen and half the time you'll see what his actual, like, you know, area
like, camera
looks
one,
like.
Camera two, camera one, oh, no Wayne's World?
No Wayne's World.
All right, so...
Oh, JT Irby is here. He says, hey, I'm up. I'm up.
Good morning, buddy. Sam, would you mind getting him a cup of coffee?
You need one, don't you? Because it's probably
sugar?
like 5.
Cream and sugar, buddy. All right. Well, with that being said, we got another country that's hopping on board. India is like mini China. You know, they like to use that one to pump and dump the cryptocurrency market. They're banning it. They're not banning it. They're getting rid of their high-end dollar bills. Everybody's going into crypto. Everyone, it's illegal. Well, now we're looking at they're going to be making their own digital currency. I mean, India's looking to make their own digital currency. We're seeing that they got people, they're putting them together. They're masterminding the situation. It's going to be backed by their rupee. It's going to help for faster bank transactions and all those glorious things that come along with blockchain. Should be using Bitcoin. They'll get there, because what I see happening is all these countries are going to be coming out with their own digital cryptocurrency. And as there's a problem, as the value goes down, people are going to be very capable, where now there's that problem of going from fiat into cryptocurrency. There's that bridge, and that bridge isn't always open. It's like a drawbridge. It opens, the boats go through. Half the time it's off. You can't just get through. All right. And then if you try to get through too much, then they open it up and they seize your bank account. But if you're already in a digital currency, you can go to exchanges. There'll be other exchanges. There'll be decentralized exchanges, and you could take your rupee, you could take your petro, you could take your Turkish, whatever cryptocurrency they're going to call it. You could take that, and you can get Bitcoin with it. And then more people will be in Bitcoin, and then Bitcoin's price will stabilize, and then it'll be a world currency, or at least the currency of the internet, right? I mean, we are stepping forward. I mean, I used to say all the time that we're taking baby steps. Well, I mean, it's not necessarily that we're taking baby steps now at this point. I mean, now it's like the point where we're in Walmart and we're noticing the Christmas decorations. Like, it's coming. There's no, it's undeniable at this point. Oh, it's only 2.5 months away, but they got the Christmas lights and the decorations and the bulbs and the trees.
Please buy your fake tree now.
Yep. So, I mean, that's what I would think of this as I'm looking down the cryptocurrency space. It's like walking through Walmart and seeing the glittery lights everywhere. Let me know that Christmas is right around the corner.
Tech Lords says.
My buddy.
Yep. He says, remember when Bitcoin went from 6,000 to 20,000 in 5 weeks? I mean, this stuff. Yes.
I do.
It's the way 21 months is not that long.
Nope.
Like, it really isn't in the grand scheme of things, and you have no idea what kind of price it would be then. I mean, no one gets the technical analysis that far out to be, oh yes, we are going. I mean, it could be anything. I'm hoping. I can see
the twinkle. I know you guys can't see her. Oh, it's all right, you guys. You could see the twinkle in her eye. It's just lighting up. It's thinking, I want it to be $100,000. I really want it to be $100,000.
And Kiki says, the less fiat I have, the happier I am. Yep.
Fiat's for bills, crypto's for saving. That's why I still get out there and try to make some cash to pay those bills. And I got to keep holding this crypto hard and strong and trying not to sell to pay the bills, because
Fiat's depressing.
Yeah.
And crypto is happy. I don't know. Like,
fiat is depressing. Crypto is happy. That's all there is to it.
Right? Oh, and right. JT says he needs a big gulp size of coffee.
That big clear cup I have, time to go get that. It's like a triple cup.
My neurology.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's see where we're at. The last news story. This is the one I pulled the title from a little bit. I don't know. I'm not big into rap or whatever, but everybody knows who Eminem is. You guys can tell by the Electric Daisy Carnival event that I'm more into the EDM music. All right. I mean, I do like some other music. I like Screamo, but everybody hates that stuff.
I heard everybody's like, what? No. It's like, what do you mean you don't like? No, yes.
Well, you don't like Eskimo Callboy.
Oh, my God.
All right. So, Eminem, new album dropped out, and it's raising BTC awareness. Crazy enough.
Not him.
Samantha, were you capable of pronouncing the name of this album? Kamikaze? No, don't lean any further. You're going to be on camera. All right. Alakazam, something like that. All right,
Alakazam, maybe?
Alakazam. Yeah, that looks right.
Okay.
All right. Track number 9 on it. Not Alike is apparently the title of it. Royce, R-O-Y-C-E.
Yeah.
All right. Royce has a nice little line in there. He says, remember everybody used to bite nickels. Now everybody doing Bitcoin. You can actually break that one down. I see, I don't know if every mouth breather out there is going to be getting this one, but back in the day, you used to bite your coins. You would bite the metal to check and make sure that it wasn't false, that it was pure. You could taste it. You can taste gold. You can taste nickel. You can taste copper. So that was a quick way to be able to, somebody hands you a bunch of coins, you bite one, make sure that they're all real, put it in your mouth. Well, you don't have to do that with Bitcoin. You know it's real. As long as you hold your private keys, as long as you got more than 3 confirmations, it's there. You own it. It's real. You don't have to stick it in your mouth. I mean, everyone is doing it.
I mean, if Eminem is doing it.
I mean, to me, that's telling me that they're out there secretly underlying the message that you got to start getting Bitcoin. You got to start getting into this cryptocurrency because it is for the people. Well, Bitcoin is a currency that is for the people.
We've seen so many, I mean, the Kanye West, the Akon, now him. But I mean, there are so many celebrities now, how the Katy Perry, like everybody, it's everywhere. It's just it's everywhere, and yet no one seems to really understand it because it is now on like CNBC. I mean, they do all these kinds of things where the titles of the freaking shows are Bitcoin. And yet when you talk to people like in public in general, a lot of people, oh, I've heard of it. And that's it. That is it.
That's what I get a lot too, is that people say, oh, I've heard of it. And then they can maybe give some dollar price of what it was last year during the run-up. But hardly anybody understands exactly what the underlying technology is, what the ultimate goal of Bitcoin is. They think that it's just something that's out there traded like stocks are. And it's more than that. It's a new currency that's for the people. And once we can actually get that part of the message out to people, everybody that is not happy with the fiat dollar is going to come into cryptocurrency because it is for the people. It will work for them. We just have to get them to know what it is. That's half of what I'm trying to do, is I'm giving my time in the hopes that people make small donations that I save for my retirement instead of being able to take the money out of my pocket in exchange for me being out here trying to provide a free help desk service for anybody that has questions about cryptocurrency. I mean, I may not know the answers, but I will get you an answer and we will figure it out together. Then on top of that, I'm out here trying to do, I'm trying to start up this whole go to events, hand out flyers, increase the awareness, but it's the message that I'm trying to help portray to people that's the important one. A lot of people, they came in last year with the concept of making a lot of money. Well, it's not about making money. It's about a people's money that you need to start using and utilizing, because that will give all of us more power and control over the entities that be, the government, the major corporations. I mean, if we are actually working in cryptocurrency, money speaks, bullshit, it takes a walk. And that's what a lot of these governments and companies are shilling out to us, and we're being force-fed it. I mean, like I'm saying, this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. This is not about selling drugs illegally on the internet, because that's pretty much what we've seen out of the media so far whenever they talk about cryptocurrency. Like when we seen the Big Bang Theory, when they had theirs, it was about, that they lost it. We seen there was some other shows where they talked about the guy was selling drugs illegally for Bitcoin. I read through the article.
I remember the NCIS, they just mentioned where they like broke into the servers and stuff, but it was supposed to be like, it was like terrorism, and it's like, really, like, I don't know, it's slightly warped on what the media is
right portraying. I mean, people are not getting portrayed a clear message of what Bitcoin is and what its end goal is.
Its end goal is to be our money, everyone's money.
The end goal of Bitcoin is to take down the government's massive overprinting of fiat dollars, to stop the manipulation of the 1% over us, and to help everybody have a sound money, a money that you can transfer back and forth quickly without, all of the different things we're adding to it or will be added to it soon. There will be privacy. There will be all kinds of features on top of it. Lightning Network is going to make a safe, secure. I mean, people that are investors and all of this other stuff because they have tons of money. The Lightning Network is going to be amazing. If you get a bunch of Bitcoin and you go stake it pretty much on the Lightning Network, you're going to make real money, especially when the price of Bitcoin goes up to $1 million and beyond.
Vengeance says that our coffee cups almost match. So, yeah. And he said he stopped listening to new music in the 90s. Kiki says we've only been above current price a small percentage.
Every time you say that name, I just keep picturing
Kiki,
those.
I know. Kiki, are you buying? I know. You have to.
All those what are they? The challenge videos. Hey, don't bump the camera, buddy. Back up. The turkey's down there about to walk in the camera.
All into this tripod, like all into it.
Yeah, all right. That one made me lost my train of thought.
Oh, Blake says he's here. He says, man, I missed the first half. And then he says, so do we think that the market is going up or down today? Just hodl.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, you got to shake a magic 8-ball to figure out. I mean, I got my fingers crossed for the upside, but as Tone Bays like to say, well, it could go up or it could go down. Check the indicators.
Wait till tomorrow when I tell you that I was right.
Yes, wait till tomorrow when I tell you that I was right. All right, you guys, pile up whatever questions you got left in the chat. I'll do my end spiel or whatever, and then, I'll check with the chat. And we'll talk to you tomorrow. All right, you guys. I got all kinds of tools, links, and affiliation codes listed down there below to help you figure out this cryptocurrency market. I mean, check out that list of tools. I know I got to arrange it a little better, maybe break it up into some different sections, but there is a good list of tools down there. They're the same exact ones that I personally use. They are bookmarked on my page. All right. You got donational addresses. You got to come over to Steam. You got to upvote my posts. You got to comment. I don't have any funds over there to really be upvoting you. But there's free cryptocurrency to collect over there. There's also some other social media platforms I've been posting on, like Minds. They've gone to the main net. You can post over there. They're working just as well as Steam is. There's a link. If you're more into photographs and short little 10-second videos, you can go over there and post. You can follow me over there too, see what I got going on around the compound here. Donate to the EDC fund. That's definitely what I would recommend if you want us to get out there and do the legwork, help promote Bitcoin. I mean, your money is actually going for a good cause there. None of it's going to be wasted frivolously. You're just buying our tickets, paying for the flyers, gas, maybe a cheap motel room. I looked into that one last night. What was it? $80, $90?
Yeah, $80, $90.
For the one night. And then I would just drive back at 1 in the morning when we got out of there the last day.
Yeah, the second. Yeah.
Have to stay sober for that one.
Okay.
All right. Is there anything going on in that chat to talk about?
Kiki says, we need to spend the bastards. Everybody go buy a pizza with BTC, for example. That will pump prices up eventually. And then we have Blake saying, yeah, I heard about the guy that spent, the BTC to buy the pizza, of course.
I mean, it's a both. You do need to save your cryptocurrency, and we do have to move it around. I mean, it is a buy and sell. I mean, if it's all a store of value, then it doesn't make good currency, But that's why, hop on the Lightning Network, get you a little Eclair wallet on your cell phone, play little games, buy stuff if you need to. I mean, I would try to utilize the Lightning Network over the traditional Bitcoin network at this point in time because it's going to help with the development of it. At the same time, like I do throw a little, I throw $1 or $2 here and there at a few YouTubers just to make sure that I'm actually putting out and not just holding all of this cryptocurrency. We do have to use the network, but the network is only at 47% filled or whatever. I mean, we can fit a lot of transactions in those blocks. Slow and steady, people. We will get there.
Oh, we have, JT Irby says, thanks, you too. Still half asleep, but the coffee will kick in here at some point. And Vengeance said,
you can always go back and watch it, man.
Right. Get the caffeine in you and then go back. And Vengeance said he just sent another $5 to the fundraiser. Thank you, Vengeance.
Well, the turkey says thank you. Say thank you. Say thank you, buddy.
All right.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. It means a lot. And then, I mean, I think that, like I said, We Need to Talk is just out of the country right now. That's why he's in Communitatos. So, I mean, that $5 will be doubled. I mean, he should be putting another $5 with it, which is great. It's definitely helping to get us to the cause. I mean, I don't see why we won't be making it there. I think it's going to look great. I think we're going to bring you some amazing video and some amazing photos because every time I see videos and I mean, I've been to EDC 3 times in my life.
I think 3. I went once or twice with you.
All right, but I mean, the photos and videos always look amazing.
Oh,
from
there's
there.
so much neon.
Right.
Like,
so I think that'll be cool. And then maybe it'll help get a little bit of buzz going about the channel. Maybe it'll be like, yeah, the guy that goes to electric, music events and passes out flyers. Just
it's
like how
be
Bitcoin,
more
Litecoin.
fun to watch than Thomas do. I mean, it's the same concept, but oh no, I can't watch him do the Las Vegas Strip thing.
Oh, with the hat and the glasses?
It's just so boring.
I don't know, like I had said before, I think that one's a good ideal, but at the same time, when people are trying to hand me flyers and I'm on vacation or something,
Especially
I'm like,
at a giant
nope. My answer is no to everything, because I know when I'm on vacation, people are just trying to get their hands in my pocket to get some of that money, and I'm already spending too much. Turkey said no too. All right, you guys, I really appreciate you guys coming out here. One last thing I wanted to say is that I had seen on Facebook, in America, if all money was divided equally amongst us,
and the money was, like actually money and not what we have going, but yes, like
we would all have $700,000 annually.
Everyone.
So, I mean, that has a lot to say when,
700.
We struggle to break 30, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, that's a little food for thought, you guys. All right. You guys go out there. You have a great day. Keep yourself open to the possibilities, as I keep telling you. And most off, remember to keep that BTC safe.
Bye, guys. Thank you.